Namaste viewers and listeners. Myself Dr. Brahmdatt Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of Komarbhitya, Shri Sridi Sai Baba Ayurvedic College, Rainwal, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss about pharyngitis, a very common problem in early childhood. If you like this video, please click on like and bell button and subscribe my channel for other interesting videos. First, definition. It is the inflammation of the pharynx, which is the back of the throat, that include posterior 1/3 of the tongue, soft palate and tonsils. It is very clear in this picture. It is usually preceded illness of cold and flu that doesn't require antibiotic unless otherwise it is caused by bacterial infection. Then classification. It is divided in two types: acute pharyngitis and chronic pharyngitis. In acute, there is sudden onset, duration is short, it may be purulent or ulcerative, and these types are viral, bacterial, fungal. In chronic pharyngitis, onset is gradual, duration is long due to persistent inflammation of the pharynx. Its types are hypertrophic, atrophic and keratosis. Chronic pharyngitis, we will discuss one by one. First one is very common, acute pharyngitis. It is mostly due to viral infection, in which rhinovirus, influenza, parainfluenza, measles, chickenpox, Coxsackie virus, herpes simplex, mononucleosis and cytomegaloviruses. In bacterial infection, most common is streptococcus, in which group A beta hemolyticus streptococcus bacteria, diphtheria and gonococcus bacteria. In fungal infection, Candida albicans and Chlamydia trachomatis is common. Miscellaneous cause like toxoplasmosis, parasite involvement is rare. There is two different picture of bacterial and viral pharyngitis. In bacterial pharyngitis, mainly you can see the white patches, the involvement of tonsils and the grey tongue. What are the risk factors for pharyngitis? It may be due to frequent exposure to cold and flu, allergies, frequent sinusitis, late winter and early springs, gastroesophageal reflux disease, exposure to passive smoke, crowded living conditions. It is prone to group A beta hemolyticus streptococcus infection, excessive alcohol consumption, not in children, more common during school years, that is 5 to 11 years. In immunocompromised people like diabetes mellitus and other immunosuppression conditions. Then what are the general basic clinical features of acute pharyngitis? They are sore throat, fever and chills, malaise, headache, anorexia and abdominal pain, history of exposure to known carriers, pain on swelling, redness, congestion of the pharynx, you can see in first picture, enlarged congested tonsils and cervical lymphadenitis. These are basic features. In mild infection, there may be slightly discomfort in the throat, malaise, low grade fever, congestion and no lymphadenopathy. In moderate to severe infection, there may be pain in throat and dysphagia, headache and malaise, high fever, erythema and exudate, enlargement of tonsils, lymphoid follicles on the posterior pharyngeal wall, edema of soft palate and uvula, enlargement of cervical nodes. Next is bacterial, or we can say streptococcal pharyngitis. In this, mainly clinical features are school age child 5 to 15 years, whitish exudate covering pharynx and tonsils, you can see in this picture, tender anterior cervical lymphadenopathy, palatal or uvular tachy, GI symptoms like abdominal pain, diarrhea, spread via respiratory particles or droplets, no school attendance until 24 hours after initiation of appropriate antibiotic therapy. There is absence of viral symptoms like rhinorrhea, cough and hoarseness of voice. Next, what are the complications of this bacterial pharyngitis? In first type, suppurative group A beta hemolyticus streptococcal infection. Complications are otitis media, sinusitis, peritonsillar and retropharyngeal abscesses, suppurative cervical adenitis. In case of non-suppurative condition, there may be acute rheumatic fever or acute glomerulonephritis. Then method of diagnosis for bacterial infection, throat culture is gold standard test for diagnosis. Throat is swabbed in the area of tonsils, you can see in this picture. Next is rapid streptococcal antigen kits that are available. In case of infectious mononucleosis, CBC for atypical lymphocytes, spot test, that is positive slight agglutination. In case of mycoplasma, cold agglutination test. Then treatment. In case of viral pharyngitis, only supportive care like analgesic, antipyretic and maximum fluids, paracetamol you can use for fever. No use of antibiotics. It subsided within 3 to 10 days. In case of bacterial pharyngitis like group A streptococcus infection, we can use oral penicillin, it is treatment of choice. In case of penicillin hypersensitivity, azithromycin, clindamycin, first generation cephalosporin, amoxicillin with clavulanic acid. In case of retropharyngeal abscess, that is Quince, drainage plus antibiotics. Next type is chronic pharyngitis. It is not common in children. Chronic pharyngitis is a persistent inflammation of the pharynx. You can see the anatomy of pharynx, posterior wall of oropharynx, palatoglossal arch, palatopharyngeal arch, palatine tonsils, soft palate, uvula. It is characterized by multiple white elongated keratinized epithelial overgrowth project from the surface of tonsils, base of the tongue and posterior pharyngeal wall. What are the etiologic factors? It may be due to persistent infection like chronic rhinitis or sinusitis, chronic tonsillitis, in dental sepsis, in case of mouth breathing, neither filtered nor humidified, in case of mouth breathing, obstruction in the nose like nasal polyp, allergic rhinitis, turbinate hypertrophy, deviated septum, and any tumor. Some nasopharyngeal causes are adenoids and tumors. So, this is the causes of chronic pharyngitis. In adults, some chronic irritants like excessive smoking, chewing tobacco and pen, heavy drinking and highly spiced food. These are local irritant of mucosa. Environmental pollution like smoky, dusty environment, industrial irritants, or other factors like faulty voice production, excessive use of voice, faulty voice production seen in certain professionals, or in case of pharyngeal neurosis like throat clearing, hawking and snorting, habitual or school phobia without any organic cause. This is other cause in children. Then what are the types of chronic pharyngitis? First one is hypertrophic. In this, general thickening and congestion of the pharyngeal mucous membrane. Second is atrophic, probably a late stage of first type, that is hypertrophic, because in this stage the membrane is thin, wheatish, glistening and wrinkled. So there is atrophy. And last is granular type, Klagman sore throat. It is characterized by numerous swollen lymph follicles on the pharyngeal wall. General clinical features of chronic pharyngitis are discomfort or pain in the throat. Classical feature is foreign body sensation in the throat, tiredness of voice, cough. It may be due to irritable throat or tendency to cough, or we can say habitual cough, or it may be due to retching or gagging. First type is chronic hypertrophic pharyngitis. In this, pharyngeal wall appears thick and edematous, congested mucosa and dilated vessels, lateral pharyngeal bands become hypertrophied, uvula may elongate and appear edematous. There is reddish nodules over posterior pharyngeal wall. So there is a overall condition of hypertrophy. Its treatment: warm saline gargles and Mundell's paint. Next is cautery of lymphoid granules through 10 to 25% silver nitrate or electrocautery. Next type is atrophic pharyngitis, the subsequence of hypertrophic pharyngitis, often seen in patients of atrophic rhinitis. Scanty mucus production by glands leads to formation of crust which later get infected and giving rise to foul smell, dryness and discomfort in throat and hawking cough. Its treatment: the crust can be removed by spraying the throat with alkaline solution. Mundell's paint again applied locally has a soothing effect. And next is potassium iodide. Last type is keratosis pharyngitis. Its benign condition characterized by horny excrescence on the surface of tonsils, pharyngeal wall and lingual tonsils. appearance as white or yellowish dots. These excrescences are the result of hypertrophy, keratinization of epithelium, the characteristic feature. They are firmly adherent and cannot be wiped off. Spontaneous regression and does not require any specific treatment. Some general management of all type pharyngitis. If child can gargle or its age more than 5 to 7 years, have him gargle with salt and warm water. Avoid causing factors like avoid citrus food. Use lozenges for soothing of throat. Drink plenty of fluid like water and juices. Bed rest and medical leave from school or job is necessary. Speak as little as possible. So these are some measures for all type of pharyngitis. Next we come on Ayurvedic approach for management of pharyngitis. In Ayurveda, especially in case of pediatric, Kashyap Samhita has described it in Vedana Adhyay. In this Adhyay, it is described as Kantha Vedana. Ishad Jwaro Aruchi Glani Kantha Vedana Ardite. In this, mild fever, loss of appetite, general weakness and neck pain. In case of Galgraha, there is Jwar Aruchi Mukh Strava Nishchesta Galgrahe. There is fever, loss of appetite, salivation and sigh. In case of Kantashot, Kanduke Shwathu, Kanthe Jwar Aruchi Shiroruja. There is itching and inflammation of throat, fever and loss of appetite with headache. All these features are characteristics of infection in the throat. So it is slightly described in Kashyap Samhita Vedana Adhyay. In different colleges all over the India, the work on pharyngitis, these preparations were used in this Kankol Churn Pratisaran. The local application of Kankol Churn, it is described in Mukh Roga. Isnuhi Char and Haridra, application over pharyngitis in children. Trifla Quath in case of acute pharyngitis. Haritiki Kashay with Madhu used as Gandush in case of Galgraha. Yashti Madhu Kankol Quath or Kaval used in Galgraha with special reference to pharyngitis. And Dravyadi Quath Kaval. What are the content of Dravyadi Quath, Daru Haridra, Rasanjan, Nimb and Indraya? So these all medicines found better in case of pharyngitis. Ministry of Ayush has described some Ayurvedic preparation in special reference of COVID-19 management. Drink 1 to 3 glass of warm water. Gandush or Kaval, 1 tablespoon of sesame or coconut oil for Kaval, followed by warm water rinse. Gargle with warm water added with a pinch of turmeric and salt, Trifla and Yashti Madhu. It is very good local disinfectant. Shuddha Tankan, Madhu Udak also can be used for Kavalgraha. Vyoshadi Vati, Lavangadi Vati and Khadiradi Vati as a lozenges. Lakshmi Vilas Ras with Tambul Swaras after food, and according to symptoms we can manage fever, cough and cold. Simple Ayurvedic procedures like nasal application of sesame or coconut oil or ghee in both nostrils as Pratimarshnasya in morning and evening. Kavalgrah or oil pulling therapy I described in last slide. During dry cough or sore throat, steam inhalation with fresh mint leaves or ajwain can be practiced once in a day. Lavang powder mixed with natural sugar or honey can be taken 2 to 3 times a day for throat irritation. These measures generally treat a normal dry cough and sore throat. So these are some medications described by Ministry of Ayush. Some other preparation I previously described in case of tonsillitis. You can use here all the preparation of tonsillitis. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please click on like and bell button and subscribe my channel for other interesting videos.